Okay, so before I get to the YouTube title game, I want to quickly recap a game that I just finished. Because even for World Hockey Association standards of the late 70s, or really at any point in the 70s, this was a pretty crazy one. The Birmingham Bulls were on the road, the Cincinnati Stingers were at home, and I don't know if you can see that there too well, but Cincinnati was up 4-0 and then surrendered 6 unanswered goals, including 5 in the third period. And Dave Hansen, actually of Hansen Brothers fame, scored the game winner in that one. So I thought that was kind of a fun one. But of course, I didn't have the camera on for that one. Anyway, I was just going to do the one, but after playing a game like that, it's kind of in the mood. Also in the mood to flip it old school. Just want to show some of these logos, actually. They've really faded pretty badly. It's unfortunate. Maybe it's one minor thing that's discouraged me from doing more on camera. If you look there, Cincinnati's is especially bad, and Indianapolis as well. Anyway, I'm going to Edmonton's going to be in the road for this one. I guess I can put the Oilers, we'll put the Oilers logo maybe here, and the Nordiques here, something like that. And just under the World Hockey Association there. And yeah, so we're going to play deck of cards hockey with the actual deck of cards this time. And I'll try to keep track and keep score best I can. Might just pull randomly from this. So for the first sequence here, the period, it will be possession here for the Quebec Nordiques because that's a red 3. And the king that's going to get through, penetrate the Edmonton defense is going to be on to. So the 3 actually is Real Cloutier on to the queen, Pauline Bordelot. And Bordelot with a 10, so right away, just like that here in the World Hockey Association condensed replay of 1978, the Quebec Nordiques, having gained the TV title from Edmonton, have zero intentions of giving it up anytime soon. Pauline Bordelot from Real Cloutier's secondary assist in this opening 2.5 minutes goes to the Jack of Clubs, Pauline Bordelot. So there'll be just the one assist on the goal, Bordelot from Cloutier. Edmonton team player picking it up here with the next sequence. We're going to say Dave Semenko. So Semenko, actually the team player, he's going to be able to play it to, that's Gary McGregor. Gary McGregor with the ace, and already we have a 1-1 score. So Semenko picking up another point. He doesn't get too many of them here or later in the NHL in his career. Points weren't exactly, although he played in line with Gretzky sometimes, but points weren't exactly his thing. But he gets another one here. Gary McGregor with the goal, tying it at 1. And King of Hearts, will there be? No, there will not be a secondary assist there. So just 5 minutes in here, and on to the 7.5 minute mark, where once scoring leader, now it's Anders Hedberg here, but Mark Tardif with the 3, he's going to play it on through to 7. Bob Fitchner with a 4. That's going to be our first miss of the game. So to the 10-minute mark with that black 10, Mike Zook, he sets up. Zook sets up Pierre Guit, and Guit with the queen. We come over here. It's going to be starting goalies Richard Brodeur and Dave Dryden for this one, keeping it basic just like the game before. And Brodeur surrenders on a queen, so there you go. Pierre Guit has made it 2-1. That is Guit from Zook. And the 8 of clubs, that's going to be Zook again. So 3-1 assist goals here to kick things off. And it's a little harder to keep track of how many sequences with these World Hockey Association season replays. Extra cards get used for secondary assists a lot, at least. Anyway, Tardif again. This time he gets it to, he will get it through to not Fisher, but Warren Miller this time. Miller with the queen. We come over only on red queens. Will Dave Dryden surrender a goal? So now to the 15-minute mark, we go with that black 5. But jokered out of it is Randy Rhoda. So 2 more cards coming off the pile here. I guess I'll turn them over. To the 17.5-minute mark, then try to keep track actively. We're Mike Zook again. He's looking for another helper. And Zook gets it to Paul Schmier, Edmonton's leading scorer. And showing why here, it's now 3-1 Oilers here late in the first period. So that's Paul Schmier from Mike Zook making it 3-1 Edmonton. And the ace of clubs, that's going to be Blair MacDonald picking up the secondary assist. Anyway, one more sequence here for the first period. It's going to be Real Cloutier this time. Cloutier with a 4. He maneuvers it to 6. Warren Miller with another scoring chance. And he doesn't make it on this one either. So after one period of play, we have a score here of 3-1 Edmonton. Okay, if I didn't say it enough off the top, this is for the YouTube, the YT title, which I'm thinking of turning into like a 24/7 title, so I don't necessarily have to contest it with every set of 4 games that I play for this 8-team league and 78 with World Hockey Association. But I decided that Edmonton probably would want an immediate rematch, and they're making pretty good on it here thus far. Quebec's led off the scoring there, but 3 unanswered goals from Edmonton, and 6-2 to start things off for the opening 2.5. Quebec just unable to get much of anything going here. Through 2.5 here into period 2, and with that 9, it's going to be Jean Bernier. Now that I've said that, watch Quebec take off. Bernier through to, that's going to be Bob Fitchner, another chance for him. Fitchner with the narrow miss there. He needs an 8 to a 10 need. He can get it. So we're 5 minutes in now on the 7.5 minute mark, where Blair MacDonald looking for another point. MacDonald with the king. He's going to set up Brett Callahan inside. Callahan with the Black Jack. That's not going to get through either. So here to the 10-minute mark now with a 5. Randy Rhoda with a 6. He's also going to be boxed out by the Quebec Nordiques defense. To the 12.5 minute mark we go. That's Joe Micheletti. Joe Micheletti with the 2. So Micheletti shanks it. And to the 15-minute mark here, we go with a 4. The 4, Mark Tardif. Tardif, the Jack. That's not going to penetrate Edmonton's defense, believe it or not. Quebec's in disbelief here, but to the 17.5-minute mark, I'm pretty sure Serge Bernier with the ace. Bernier with the ace to the Jack. That's Bernier's solo effort here with a 10, and he's going to make good on that. Make no doubt about it. Bernier's made this a 1-goal game again. King of clubs. Actually, that's a rare unassisted goal there. Serge Bernier from Serge Bernier, doing it all himself. I'm fortunate that he won't be able to, he won't be awarded 2 points on the goal. So just 2.5 minutes to go here in period 2 with this being a 1-goal game. And it's going to be Edmonton taking the lead, taking the initiative again. Paul Schmier, but Schmier misplays it. So through 2 periods of play, we now have a 3-2 game. So 3-2 after 2, and I'll kick in with the reminder here for period 3 that I don't play sudden death during the regular season. Sudden death. I don't do overtime during the regular season. Anyway, the Joker, that's going to be Tardif off the hop here with the 3. Tardif's going to set up Tardif. He's going to set himself up here. And like Serge Bernier in the period prior, Tardif here with an individual effort has tied the game, even the score. And the 2 of clubs, that's going to go to Garry, don't call me Georges, Lariviere. So it's Tardif from Lariviere, another single assist goal here to start off the 3rd period, and we have a 3-all game, where again I'll remind you that I don't do overtime. Speaking of Garry Lariviere, he wants more. And Lariviere is going to feed it to a team player for the Nordiques. Not necessarily a bad situation with this World Hockey Association replay. We're going to give it to Christian Bordelot. Bordelot with the 10, and that's going to retake the lead for Quebec here. I think I mentioned in the previous video, the most previous one, that I do like my lead changes in games. Maybe I just said it in my head. But anyway, 4-3 here for the Nordiques. That's Bordelot from Lariviere, and the Heart. That's going to be Mark Tardif picking up another point. Goodness, now I'm losing track. I want to say he has points on 3 of Quebec's 4 goals. Came into the game with 26 points. Anders Hedberg has 28. And this would be like week 14 for this. So, if you're counting sets of 4, this game number 56 of 112. That's right. This will be the halfway point of the condensed regular season here. Once this game is done, I'll have reached the halfway mark. Anyway, speaking of Mark, Tardif, he's now up to 29 points. I'm pretty darn sure that puts him in the lead here of the World Hockey Association condensed season replay, and it's going to be J.C. Tremblay looking to pick up more for Quebec here and add to their lead, where he successfully sets up Bob Fitchner. They've been trying to get Fitchner going all game, but again, he misses. So it goes now to Blair MacDonald for Edmonton. He's also been productive and prominent in this game, and he feeds it to Chipperfield, who scored in the game before. Chipperfield, that's right, any queen will Brodeur surrender, so Chipperfield has scored here from Blair MacDonald, tying the game once again here at 4. Losing my voice. And Al Hamilton picking up the secondary helper there, so we have a 4-all game, and I basically totally lost track of time there. We're not close to it yet. I'll do a count a little bit later on. I should do one now. So 20 cards flipped, and by my count, we had 3 goals and a team player card. So we are 12.5 minutes, or no, sorry, we're not. We're 10 minutes into the 3rd period. Okay, it's going to be Ron Chipperfield again here. Now he's looking to add more to his totals. Chipperfield, the successful feed to Juha Whiting. Oh, it's 6. That'll do it. I was just about to call a non-goal, but they've taken the lead again. It's Whiting from Chipperfield, 5-4 now for Edmonton. Could we have a little rivalry developing here? That's going to be what's his name, Tony DeMarco, with the secondary helper there, Whiting from Chipperfield and DeMarco. It's 5-4 Edmonton, 7.5 minutes to go here, where it's going to be Tardif looking for point number 4. He gets it through to himself again. 2 individual solo efforts within a period. It doesn't take much. If you draw the ace for Tardif, basically every card scores, especially on Dave Dryden. So we have a 5-all game here. Again, it's going to be Tardif from Tardif. That's point number 30 for him. This is just game number 14. He did have, I can't remember the exact totals, but 150-some points in his 78 games that year. I'm pretty sure this was the season where he had the modern record, if you're counting World Hockey Association in addition to NHL. He had above Esposito's 152. Can't remember the exact number, but he did have about 2 points per game is what I'm trying to get at here. And the Queen of Spades, because it was Tardif scoring with a 6. So the Queen of Spades here, if there is an assist on the goal, Christian Bordelot. So 5-all again. I believe we have 5 minutes to go. If not, I want to play full 5 minutes. It's going to be Dave Langevin. Langevin, that's a successful play. Look at this Cowboy. Now, I remember last game he punted one. He didn't score. Not last game. Maybe it was the game before. I'm getting they all run together in my head. But I remember this tail end of the third period. Flett missed on a goal. You can go back. And here he scores. So I'm going to have to double check because I think that'll actually give Edmonton this game. Let's see here. We'll do a live count instead of a paused one. Actually, I should get the secondary assist first. So that's Flett from Langevin and Hamilton with another assist. And let's hope we're not out of time. So that's 4 cards. 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 35. And how many goals we had? There were like 6 goals and a team player. Yeah, 6 goals, which means 6 flips for secondary assists, even if they weren't awarded. And then a team player, so that's 7 additional cards, so 28. So I believe we have 2.5 minutes to go. Watch Quebec score now. No, Callahan. So Edmonton will get their their YouTube title back right away, and I didn't even have to turn over all 4 of those cards. 6-5 is your final score here. It was fun to do this old school. The only thing that I don't like about doing it like this is now I have to go and actually play back this video and watch it myself. Imagine that, or at least listen to it myself, and then update stats for it. So, and to give you an indication of how I procrastinate on doing that, I technically finished the Redemption League Volume 2 for Mike Owens Quick Play Pro Hockey a week ago. Now I'm just venting. And I still haven't updated the stats for the final series between Detroit and Toronto in that one. So I still haven't done awards and stats updates and, playoff scoring and stuff like that for that. Anyway, with that said, as always, anytime, any consideration that you give to this video or any other on this channel like it, it's never expected, but it is always appreciated. So thank you very much for that. And bye for now.